So it's time to review Empire Strikes Back. Now, a lot of people say that this is the best Star Wars movie, but my favorite is A New Hope. But I still agree this is a fantastic movie. It is unbelievably good. So, here's my thoughts on it. Of course, Mark Hamill was a great Luke Skywalker. There is no denying it. And Luke Skywalker is just all in all a very good character. But the moment where he killed that Wampa, he cut off the arm, it didn't really feel like Luke Skywalker to me. It felt a little out of character. Harrison Ford is so awesome as Han Solo. Han Solo was one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and Harrison Ford is just so good, so awesome. I loved the kind of dynamic with him and Leia in this movie. Leia was actually really good in this movie too, played by Carrie Fisher. I loved Leia. She was very good in this movie. Everyone was good in this movie. Chewie was awesome, and I loved Chewie was so good. And I loved the moment when Chewie was carrying around C-3PO. That was so funny. I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so funny. C-3PO was great too. And R2-D2 was awesome. I liked them. They were so good. And R2-D2 was good when they were on Dagobah. That was so awesome. But there's been this discussion. How long was Luke on Dagobah? Was he on there for 2 days? 2 months? I mean, meanwhile, when he's on Dagobah, we see the others in Cloud City. So, I mean, Luke didn't get that much training, but how long was he on Dagobah? We don't know, and we'll probably never find out. And Yoda, oh my god, Yoda. He was probably my favorite character in this movie. Yoda was such a funny character, and he worked so good for this movie. Yoda was just unbelievably awesome, and I loved Yoda in this movie. And then there is, in my opinion, the best movie villain of all time, the best villain created in movies of all time, Darth Vader. Vader. He was such a good villain, and he was the perfect villain for this movie. And the fight was awesome. The fight between Vader and Luke, it was so awesome. Cloud City, it was so amazing. And then there is the moment when Vader says, "No, I am your father." And a lot of you think he said, "Luke, I am your father." He did not. He said, "No, I am your father." Go look it up on YouTube. He never said, "Luke, I am your father." He said, "No, I am your father." And that is like the best twist ever put on the big screen. That was such an amazing twist. And probably the reason that a lot of people like this movie so much is that twist. Overall, I give this movie actually a 10 out of 10. It was such an entertaining movie. I loved it. Even though I'm also giving A New Hope a 10 out of 10, I feel like A New Hope was a tiny bit better, in my opinion. I enjoyed it a tiny bit more rewatching it. And that's what these grades are all about. I enjoyed A New Hope more rewatching it. I gave it a 10 out of 10 too, but this one gets a 10 out of 10 because you can't give it a 9, because it is so good. And that's my review for Empire Strikes Back. I really enjoyed it so much. It is a perfect Star Wars movie, one of the best, second place in my opinion in the ranking of the bests. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a ranking of all the Star Wars movies. I need 2 more movies to review, and then I've reviewed all of them. I need Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. I already reviewed Last Jedi. So let me know if you want a ranking when I've done those 2 reviews. Let me know if you want me to rank all of them. And one thing I forgot to mention before is the score of the movie, the soundtrack, the music. It is so good and so iconic that it's actually unbelievable. But I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to let you guys get back to what you were doing before you clicked on this video. Bye.